Hey guys, have you ever wanted to be 17 years older than you are right now? I don't yet, but I have a feeling that when I'm about 35, I'm really going to want to be 52. 13 Going on 30 is a romantic comedy that was released in 2004, 37 days before I was. The main character Jenna really wants to be cool, but the problem is that our best friend Matt is a total nerd who is super into razzles.
Want some razzles?
Razzles are for kids.
Exactly.
It's weird how this conversation about razzles almost feels like an advertisement, but this is a movie, so I must be imagining it. Anyways, it's her birthday party that night, and before Jenna busts out her wacky dance moves, she reads the cover of her favorite magazine. 30, Flirty, and Thriving? More like 50 and Nifty and, Swifty. Jenna invites all the popular girls from school to her massive party, and they play a game of stand in the closet and wait. She gets very upset that Matt interrupts her game because she was very close to her personal best score. She gets so mad that she rocks back and forth against the shelf in the closet, causing the fairy dust on top of the dollhouse that Matt built for her to drift down upon her. Next thing she knows, she's 30 years old and living with a naked man who looks like Germa 985. Jenna discovers she is working for Poise, the company producing the magazine she read earlier. She learns in her first meeting that a rival magazine called Sparkle has been copying them. My theory is that they were actually stealing designs from Sparkle, and that the only reason their company stayed so big all these years is because Jenna soon realizes there are some challenges to being 30. Germa doesn't want to play Battleship or Monopoly. Instead, all he wants to do is dance. Then one night when she is out in the town, she flirts with a middle schooler. Whoops! I say we should judge her fairly. Teleporting nearly 2 decades into the future is a tough transition for all of us. Eventually, she manages to get her footing. She finds that the best part about being a grown-up is the Avengers Mark Ruffalo, aka the Hulk, aka Matt from the beginning of the movie.
You know what I wish I had right now?
No, what?
Razzles.
Razzles?
They're both a candy and a gum.
That's incredible.
I can't believe they had him.
Something tells me this movie is sponsored by Razzles. She quickly falls for Matt since he's hot now, but there's a problem. Not only is she stuck in a relationship with Germa, but Matt is engaged. Never mind, Matt forgets he's engaged. Silly Matt. Also, this woman has been telling you she's 13 from the moment she knocked on your door. Silly Matt. Now that she finally has some stability in her life, Jenna can focus on some less pressing matters. Her career. Poise is in very bad shape because of Sparkle's antics, so they are going to have to undergo a complete redesign if they want any chance of staying afloat. Jenna has a grand idea and hires Mark to take the photos for her new vision of Poise, because of his skills in photography, and no other reason. Her boss, however, is seriously concerned because she's keeping the whole thing secret, and he's got a deadline.
How long until your balls get totally squished?
I don't know, ma'am. Depends on how dinner goes. When Jenna finally presents her idea, everybody loves it. I'm still confused as to what it was. Something about high schoolers, I think. The problem is that Tom just straight up steals it. She somehow gets a signature from Matt to the rights for the photos. The thing is that later, Matt claims he never trusted her, so that means he didn't sign it. But then how did Tom get the signature? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Are they saying that Tom forged his signature? I mean, the whole line to Columbia Pictures strategically left this unexplained, showing a golden example of how to leave an open ending and a curious viewer. After hearing the bad news, Jenna rushes to find Matt at his wedding. At this point in the movie, we haven't heard from her boyfriend in like an hour, and I'm starting to get concerned. Spoiler alert, but we just don't, ever again. This furthers my theory that he really is Germa. Anyways, Jenna confesses her love for Matt, and he tells her that he loves her too, but it's just too bad since he has to get married to his fiancée. You know, the one he cheated on. Jenna then runs out of the wedding with the dollhouse from 17 years ago, snorts some more of that sweet, sweet fairy dust, sending her back 17 years so that she can live her life correctly and free of sin. This time around, she makes all the right moves, and keeps Matt away from that bitch fiancé of his. They don't even make her mean or anything, she's just like a normal gal. Is this even a rom-com? Jenna marries Matt, and even in its final moments, the movie stays true to its dirty razzle money. This movie was like a reverse 17 again, which I might make a video on one day if I ever really hate myself. Except instead of traveling through time with Magic Janitor Guy, it's through an illegal substance. I personally believe that the entire movie is Jenna high as a kite in a closet. It's kinda like Michael's secret stuff from Space Jam. We know it's steroids, Mike. Bugs Bunny's ass wasn't nearly that fat in Looney Tunes.